Hello and welcome back to another DIY video. Before we get started, make sure you give me that thumbs up to help the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel in the bottom right hand corner. And we're going to be working on this Toyota Corolla GR. What edition is this?
Circuit Edition.
Circuit Edition. We are changing out the brake pads. All right, so some tools you're going to need. These are going to be the brake pads that we're going to go with. These are going to be OEM, imported from Japan. Some proprietary stuff here. Well, I guess not proprietary, but you have these pinch welds that I highly recommend you use. This right here is going to be a 21 millimeter deep impact socket. It has a plastic covering around it so you don't scratch up your wheels. Standard ratchet set, but I have a 3/8 ratchet right here, a 1/2 inch impact, 1/2 inch breaker bar, 1/2 inch torque wrench. And then you're going to need some additional ratchets along the way. So this is how I would normally do it with floor jacks and some jack stands, but today we're going to be trying out something different with these Vevor. They're similar to quick jacks essentially, but I'm going to give them a shot here in just a moment. He's going to go ahead and pull it in. We're going to get everything positioned and situated. All right, so I'm about to get them on these right here. Before you get everything positioned, make sure that you get them under your pinch weld. Whoops. Make sure you get on those pinch welds right there. If you're gonna use a floor jack, great. If you can use these Vevors, just make sure it's on that properly. All right, so we are about to go up. Again, this GR has right at 33,000 miles. Go ahead and pop your hood. We're going to go ahead and loosen up the brake reservoir. All right, so once you pop it open, the lever should be right here. And here it is the for the hood. Thank you. Lift up a little higher. Okay, and over here on your driver's side, your brake reservoir should be right here. We'll go ahead and loosen this up. We're just going to let it breathe. I'm not going to take it all the way off just yet. I'm just showing you where it is. See, but I'm going to go ahead and close it for now for just a moment. All right, so before we go all the way up, I'm going to go ahead and loosen up all these nuts, not fully, just enough to, because all of them are torqued on, so do the fronts and the backs. So now you're going to get your 21 millimeter deep socket. Again, this has that little plastic piece over it, so it protects your rims. Go ahead and loosen all 4 up. Go ahead and loosen all 4 up. All right, so I cracked all of them loose, loose enough. It should be perfect enough for an impact. Going up. Make sure it's in its locking position before you start doing your thing on it. All right. Hold on to the wheel before you take the wheels off. Oh, I'm sorry, the lug nuts off. All right, so now we're about to get into it. You got to turn the wheel towards you so you can get to these pins right here that you're gonna have to knock out with a punch. Before you do that, make sure to get some of these brake pad spreaders. I went ahead and did the passenger side already. I'm gonna turn the wheel like so. All right, so it's facing you so you have more working space. Let's get started. So you should have a ton of visibility right here. Go ahead and remove this pin right here. Just kind of give it a little bit of a pull. It'll come out with this sleeve right here. So pull it out, top, pull out on the bottom. If you can't do it, get a flat blade screwdriver, just massage it out. Show me do that right now. Go ahead and get your rubber mallet and then a punch. Just give it some soft taps right here in the edge. It's not really in there too hard. It'll come right out. Just do that, keep going. Let's go to the bottom. Come on. Let's go and get it all the way through. It's not coming out yet. Go ahead and keep going. Not too difficult. Just be patient. Oh, that one's out. All right. Move this. Comes right off. Put it off to the side somewhere. If you can't remember what the orientation of this, just this little U part goes towards the bottom. If you definitely can't remember it, take out the pins and just put it like this. Put it like this, and then just put it somewhere on the floor. Right, so now you're gonna put this right here and go ahead and start cranking upward. You'll see this pad's getting looser. I'm gonna do the same thing for this top part right here. See, it's already coming up, but I'm gonna keep doing it until it gets a little bit looser. So keep at it. All right, so I went ahead and expanded it enough now so the pistons are both compressed enough. Then these should come out very easily like this. Whoops, very easily like this. These shims, if your kit came with shim replacements, go ahead and replace them. I'm gonna keep these because these are the OEM ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep these and transfer it over to my new pads. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and take off these little metal shims. This should come off relatively easily, and then transfer it over to your new pads. They should clip right in place. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up right here, and then I'm gonna put on some brake grease on it. Do it twice though, you got two pads. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put them back in. Make sure these holes are facing towards your front bumper. My goodness, all right, there we go. Just even massage it in there. Just give me a moment. I encourage you to use a rubber mallet, not a metal one, so you don't scratch up your rotors. Now I'm going to fit this pin back in. All right, so now you're going to take these pins, just going to put it down like that. Up. Okay. There we go. All right. Everything's good to go. Just check everything. Okay, now I'll put the wheel back on. So now I'm gonna go ahead and turn the wheel back center so I can put the wheel back on. So the wheel's back on. We're gonna go ahead and thread these in by hand. Then I'm gonna use my impact, but always do it by hand first so you don't cross thread the lugs. All right, so we got the driver's side done. This side and that side's already done. We're gonna go ahead and knock out the rears now. Again, go ahead and take off that rear wheel. All right, so this right here is gonna be the rear. It's actually almost identical to the fronts. So I'm actually not gonna film these because here you have that pin, there's that wire. So you just get these two pins out, compress it, literally the exact same process. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video because I am trying to keep it short. If you like it, make sure you give me that thumbs up to help the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel in the bottom right-hand corner, and I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to torque up your wheels. These are gonna be 76 foot-pounds. Torque them when they are on the ground or when the wheels are touching the ground. Bye.